Welcome to this episode of KSAX-TV. I'm Ken.
And I'm Aaron. And this week we'll be reviewing SpongeBob Squarepants by TEG.
Today we have SpongeBob Squarepants for the UDraw. What exactly is this game?
It's a lot like the game WarioWare. It's just a bunch of short mini games. The story is Patchy the Pirate is revealing some new artwork that's never been seen before. And to reveal it, you've got to play 20 different mini games. And looks like about 6 or 7 different levels. And each level is made up of these mini games, and in order to proceed to the next one, you have to pass 20 of them.
Was it like the same mini game over and over again with different backdrops, or were they actually different mechanics and all that?
They were a lot of the same over and over. Like for the first level, as you did, you had to do 20. So if you did 8 of them, some of them would repeat, but you had to do them a lot faster. And that was the one thing that was kind of frustrating, was you really didn't have a lot of time to play these mini games. They would start and you would just get going, and then it'd be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and they would be done, and it'd be like, dang, you lost. So, and then you have 5 there's like an energy bar with like 5 different sections. So every time you screw up on one of the mini games, you lose a bar. And then once you lose all 5, then the game's over, and then you have to start all over.
Is there any replayability to this game? It seems like you play through it once and you kind of just put it on your shelf afterwards.
Yeah, well, there's some replayability, because as you play the different games, I don't know how many different games there are per level, but it seems like there's quite a few, and as you play them, you unlock them, and then you can go to a different menu and then just replay them if you want. So, I mean, you have that replayability of unlocking them.
You can play the hamburger flipping game anytime you want.
Exactly. And another thing is, additional to the levels, there's also some other mini games that are added on. Like one of them is SpongeBob is floating by a bunch of balloons, and you have to kind of guide him to pop the other balloons. Like as you hold onto the screen, he's kind of floating, and then once you let it go, he'll kind of drop down, and then there's like obstacles that you have to kind of avoid. So I mean, that's kind of fun. I can definitely see where kids are, younger kids are going to really enjoy it, because it is rated E, for everyone.
Yeah. Do you think it was made well for the UDraw, or do you think like anybody could have played it on the Wii U with just the basic controls?
No, I think it was really good for the UDraw. I mean, every mini game, or every mini game is is designed for it, and then it'll tell you what kind of motion you'll have to do before the game. Like some of them you have to tap the pencil on the pad, the stylus thing on the pad. Like there's a picture one. You have to wait for like a character to come by, and then as it comes by, you just hit it quick, and then it'll take a picture. Or there's an erasing one where you'll have to like erase an image, so you have to quickly go back and forth with the stylus, in a certain amount of time. So,
is there a gallery feature for all the pictures that you've unlocked?
Yes. Yep.
That's
there
cool.
is a gallery. And one thing that was kind of neat is there is actual video of Patchy the Pirate. He does an introduction, and then as you pass the levels, he comes out and talks. Or if you lose, he'll come back, come out and say something too.
He just talks smack to you.
Yeah, pretty much. And at first I was kind of like, the first level, the graphics weren't that good. I can't remember what it was called, but I was just like, well, I don't know about this. But then the second level, it's called B-Movies, and the graphics were really cool. And so, I mean, the graphics, change
per game.
Yep, depending on, what the theme of the painting is. So
that's cool.
Yeah. And then there's also the draw feature, so you can go on and, doodle. Yep, free draw and doodle. And
overall, what would you give SpongeBob Squarepants?
Well, I would probably give it a 3 out of 5. I mean, it was fun, and it'd be, fun for quite a while, but I think it would get, old. But I'm used to the Mortal Kombats and the Castlevanias and God of Wars and stuff. But for younger kids, I could see them getting a lot of use out of it.
Think it'd be a good game for a group of kids to play?
Yeah, it would be a perfect game for a group of kids because the mini games are so short, so everybody will, if they take turns, they get a lot, they'll have a chance to play it. But yeah, it's good for a group of kids, I would say. Thanks for watching this episode of KSAX-TEG.
Remember to come back often and to rate, comment, and subscribe.
The views of this video are not necessarily the views of Earth Broadcasting or its affiliate stations.
Oh, into the pineapple under a sea.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
Absorbent and yellow and porous and smooth.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
KSAX-TEG is brought to you by Guerrilla Games in St. Cloud and by Play and Trade in Baxter.